Having taught on the DP World Tour and even taught at a major championship, I know that when it comes to winning, it always comes down to a certain club. And for me, it comes down to a putter. Now, if we talk about putting at the moment, L.A.B is all the rage because they've certainly came in and blown the putting world apart. So they've obviously come in, changed the whole outlook of putter. From your conventional putters like an Answer putter that won plenty of major championships over the years, we now have putters such as the DF3, such as the Mez1, and another putter we're going to talk about today because L.A.B have totally changed. But I've been using this putter for quite a while now, and obviously there's a big elephant in the room when it comes to L.A.B putters, and for me it is the looks of the putters because they're not conventional. Nothing about L.A.B has been conventional, but they're currently now the third most bought putter when people are going out there and getting their new putters. But for me, obviously zero torque. We've seen plenty of companies falling over themselves, all going out there to try and create their own version of a zero torque putter. TaylorMade are looking potentially to bring one out. We know PXG have the Allen putter. We know we've now got the Odyssey square to squares, but have they matched these putters right here? Because we've certainly seen from other companies that we have got more traditional looking putters. So if you think about Odyssey and the square to square range, we know we've got a number 7. We know we've got a double wide version. So again, putters that you're used to seeing. Obviously we haven't got many that look like this Mez1, and we haven't got many that are as customizable. So again, here we've got the Acra shaft in there. We'll talk about all the different options. We know this is a green putter. There's plenty of options for different colors, but it's the technology. The zero torque technology has improved a lot of people's putting, and I believe it could help a lot more. But one thing for me is certainly the looks of these putters, how they sit behind the golf ball, because a lot of people pick this putter up out of my golf bag, unfortunately, everywhere I seem to go, and they say it doesn't look normal behind the golf ball, and it certainly doesn't. But they've changed that now. They have brought a putter out that we could say is classed as normal, or more normal, if we're going to say anything. We want something that can repeat. You can see there a fantastic roll on there. I've held a couple of those putts, but how have they changed? Now, in the way they have changed is they have brought out the Oz.1i putter. So a couple of things that have changed here is we've got a nice premium head cover there, which again is an option on the website for both of these putters, but we now have even more options. So we can get this in a counterbalance, we can get an arm lock, and we can get the sweeper. We know it's called the sweeper, not a broom handle, because a certain company wasn't happy with them calling that because they believe they designed the name. But obviously, you can also see on the website, we have a lot of options. Like with the Mez putter, we can choose if it's a lighter head, a standard head, or a heavier head, which is the one that I went for. Again, different shaft options because they are having less torque in the shaft, so there is a reason why you can get these graphite shafts, but a lot of options. You can choose the length, you can also choose your lie angle, which you can do the online fitting for, so extremely customizable, even if you're choosing it online. We've also got a relatively normal looking putter here. So again, here down behind the golf ball, this looks very much more like a traditional putter. For me, reminds me a lot of the pin catch putter. But you'll also see, if we spin this round to the camera for Bobby, we now have an insert. It does now come with that insert, but it also can come without. So you can have an option. The reason they've gone for an insert is to get that firmer feel off the face, because for me, one of the biggest surprises with the Mez1 putter was the way it looks. It looks very industrial, but it actually felt incredibly soft. We've now got that firmer face, and if anything, I found myself coming up short with that putter because it was so soft off the face. We are just getting into the season now. The greens maybe weren't the fastest. I was often coming up short, getting them a little bit low on the hole. But with this putter, I've certainly found I get a little bit better pace control, which is what we're going to talk about soon with some numbers and with some longer putts. And you'll notice we changed golf courses for the longer putts because I've done this video 3 times now. This is the 3rd time. But on 2 of those occasions, I forgot to turn the microphones on, which is a minor detail. But obviously, we've now got that traditional or more traditional look behind the golf ball. We've now got the firmer insert, and for me, I've holed a few more putts, and I'll put a few more on screen now of the ones that I holed in the video that had no sound. So they are at Lindrick, and you'll see just even from longer distance the pace was better, it was more consistent. So they've not only changed obviously the shape and got a more traditional shape, we've now got an insert, we've got more options on length, and one big thing for me, and you'll see on screen now the alignment aids that I have on this putter, we have over 40 different options to choose from, so the combinations are endless. And for me, alignment is massive. You need to be able to start the golf ball online to have any chance of holing your putts, and if you can get the right alignment aids set up on your putter, potentially you can hole more putts, and we know that can potentially lower your scores. After all, if we get rid of 2 or 3 putts around, we can certainly see your golf scores going in the right way. We can see your handicap going in the correct direction, which is down. But let's see what the numbers say. How do these compare for numbers? And then how do they compare for pace control? Because we want a putter where we can get it closer with that first putt, so we can make sure we're 2-putting, not 3-putting. So numbers wise, let's have a look at the Mez 1 first, and we can see extremely consistent, a lot of green on that screen. So first of all, we talk about the face. On average, face 0.7 degrees open with a path that is working 0.3 out to in, so a little bit across that. Adding a little bit of loft, but the lie angle is good, so that online fitting has done exactly what we expected. We're hitting up on that golf ball. We're only losing 4% of energy, and we can see at the bottom of the screen the handling, trembling, and acceleration and tempo all in the green and all pretty consistent. As we come on to that Oz.1i putter, we can see straight away face control has improved, 0.0, so as square as you can get. We've got the path a little bit in to out, so it's reversed that path. We're now 3 degrees out to the other side. We're adding a little bit of loft, lie angle good again. We're hitting a little bit more up on that, and which that could be down to my ball position. But let's get down to energy. We're only losing 2.6% of energy, so pace control will be better. And again, across the bottom, we can see extremely consistent. But how will it do on that pace control? So very interesting numbers there and not much in it, but you can see here we're going to set up a test now for pace, because after all we're trying to eliminate 3 putts from your round, and that is exactly what we are going to do here, because we are setting this up at where on tour we would be expecting even tour players to 3-putt. And you might be thinking, well, that looks just outside 30 feet, which it is, 33 feet here, and we're now thinking that on tour they would be expected to 3-putt. And this is where I need to make sure that these putters are better for me. We do have that firmer face, we do have that insert in the Oz.1 to get us that little bit more faster ball speed, feel a little bit firmer off the face, which might suit a lot of you. I'm going to come up first with the Mez 1 putter. And that's one thing I've certainly seen out here in recent weeks, that it have been short, maybe not that short, but that wasn't the best first putt there. But let's come in now with this firmer face again. Straight away for me, it does suit the eye a little bit behind the ball better. And again, we know that custom pistol press 2 grip just allows me not to feel like I have to forward press it. I can't see the face, which you can with other brands that we've tested this year. It certainly feels a bit firmer, and I know obviously you'll be thinking, well, it is easier after that first one, but you've still got to do it. That's a foot pass, we'd take that as a 2-putt all day long. So back in with the Mez, so again, make it a fair test, we're going 1 with each. Alternatively, that's a better pace. And getting past the hole, very consistent, very similar, just like what we saw from those numbers inside. But this is where we need to work on this. You need to get out on the putting green. If you're testing putters, guys, get that, do this test, see how your pace is. Can you get it close enough? The average from here on tour is a 10% miss. So 3 foot pass and 3 foot short from here. If you're 20 feet, 2 feet and 2 feet, and as you'd expect, 10, 1 and 1. But guys, if you're looking to get fitted, if you're looking for lab fittings, then you come and see the guys here at Lindrick in the shop. Andy, Kia, Holly or Mia can fit you into these putters. If you're looking for any other brands, then you can head to Waterfront, give us a shout there. We've got Odyssey, TaylorMade, Scotty Cameron, Even Roll. So if you're looking to get this club sorted this year, then make sure you give us a call. Again there, yes short, but that's inside that 10% dispersion, and this is where for me numbers were extremely close. I do feel a little bit more confident with this Oz.1. Let's see if I can haul out from here with this putter. Those are the putts we need to make. Again guys, not the cheapest putters, but if you're using any club more than you are your putter, it's time to check out Get Good at Golf or have a lesson. But think about spending money on this club right here, because if this can get rid of 3 or 4 3-putts around, we're going to drop that handicap. So guys, that Oz.1 putter is going in the bag for me. That little bit firmer face in the Oz.1i putter does give me that little bit more pace control. Numbers are still consistent. They're fantastic with the Mez 1, but for me, I think I'll hole a few more putts. How will it do against that putter we are going to be testing next week? Guys, what putters have you looked at? What putters are you going to try to get before the season starts? We can see by the sunshine out behind us, the season is only around the corner. Guys, hope you're enjoying the content. Smash that subscribe button if you are, and I'll see you later in the week.